Welcome back, guys. Today we're talking all about Zone 1 Deka reverse lunges.
Mount Everest ain't got shit on me.
So even though this is something that's Deka specific, it also plays into Hyrox. So in Hyrox, you have to do a sandbag lunge. In Deka, it's reverse lunges, but the dynamics play into each other. So in Hyrox, you've got to get a 20 kg sandbag on your back and lunge for the amount of meters that is required. For Deka, you have to do 30 reverse lunges with something called a RAM. The company is Recycle and Move, so RAM, and it's 25 kg for men, and you got to get that on your back and, like I said, do 30 reverse lunges, which can have its mistakes if you are not careful. Look, for you guys, I can show you the mistakes people make and how to avoid them. So we have the pleasure of having a RAM courtesy of JFit, who brought it into the gym. And yes, you can hold the RAM in two different positions. The first I'm showing is two-handed on your back, or alternatively, you can pick up with one hand and have it single arm. First off, what the rules say about the reverse lunge is that 1, it's got to be a reverse lunge. 2, your knee must touch the floor. And 3, it's got to be a full hip extension when you come up. You can't split squat, you can't split jump. You can't step forward into it. It's got to be full hip extension. And a lot of the times where people make mistakes is, like you saw in the video, people don't have full hip extension or they jump, and you can't do that. Also, biggest mistake that I find that people make on this is that they miscount the reps. It is 30, not 20, not 25, 30. So you're saying, I don't have a RAM, so what can I do instead? Introducing a 25 kg sandbag. Most gyms have them, so I'm in a different gym. I'm in Pure Gym, but JD has 25 kg sandbags as well. Utilizing the same type of movements and dynamics of a RAM. This is what I was doing for my simulations and to prep me for getting my hands on the RAM. Difference is the 25 kg sandbag is bulkier. Look at it compared to the RAM that's really thin. This is really chunky. So the benefit that I find is having it on your back rather than having it at a single arm. You can see when you switch to a single arm sandbag, having it one arm, there's just a lot of weight and it's just very awkward to hold. So I would definitely suggest having it on your back. But again, you need the stimulus, and that's what we're going for. Similar to my, how not to make mistakes on the sled. You don't have a torque tank. The sled is also equally good at allowing you to get that same stimulus in order to prepare you for your next race or first competition. Looking at the rule book, and what does the rule book actually say, and I'll have it to the right of me here. So to recap, the movement standard is that you must start from a vertical position and you must step back into the reverse lunge, and at the bottom of the position the knee must be touching the ground and the knee must be below or behind the hip, and the front foot must be flat on the ground. At the top of the rep, the competitor must be in a full body lockout and the knees are at full extension. Hips are at full extension and split squat jumps are not permitted. Both feet must be on the ground at the same time at the top of the rep before you begin the next one. Importantly, the rep is considered as complete once the competitor reaches full hip and knee extension, and competitors must alternate legs on each rep. So importantly to note, because of the way Deka competitions are set up, you will have the two RAMs next to each other for the males and the females, and it is the competitor's responsibility and not the judges to pick the right RAM and equally to perform the full reps. So it says here, it's a stipulation that if a competitor chooses the incorrect weight, they must start the zone again. Any reps that they've done on that incorrect weight will not be counted, and the competitors are required to step backwards during the step back reverse lunge, and the knee and the foot of the leg must be stepping backwards and remain inside the plane of the shoulder width. So there's people who kind of step to the side, and I'll see if I can get some videos on top of this now, where those type of reps are not allowed. If you have judges who are really on it, they will pick that apart and no rep you. So side step lunges are not allowed. So again, this is what I'm showing. Also says about that competitors, when you finish, you must set the weight down and not throw it. It's in the rules. I think that's more so because they don't want the equipment to be damaged, because you're in the moment and you just want to get it down and go. And the best way is just to throw it behind you. And I've done that. But in terms of the specifics of the rules, they can be quite strict. But in terms of on the day, will the judges hold up to that strict standard? I have seen some questionable judges, but hey ho, it depends on the judge you get at the time, but they are the rules. I hope you found this video very informative. Whether you're doing a Deka or Hyrox competition, make sure you are aware of the rules so you don't make any silly mistakes. If you know someone doing a competition, or if you are doing one, give this video a like and a share. And yeah, if you like these videos, let me know in the comments and we'll catch you in the next one.